Hey there YouTube, it's your boy Element Hero here coming at you with my Doflamingo deck profile. I won two tournaments back to back at my regular locals. Ended up losing this Monday, but came back yesterday and won again with my Doflamingo deck profile. So I felt like it was time to just show it to the people. So let's just get right into it. So starting off, we play for Perona. She's the best searcher in your deck. You like always want to see her either first or second. And then what I've seen from people who like they've only run this card at like 3, which is law, and I know some people still run it, but I've seen a couple of deck profiles where they're only running it at 3, and I don't agree. I feel like you have to run 4, like especially if you're going second. You just see Perona and Law, like that's your two Don, and it's just so good. So for sure, like you want to see him as often as you can. And then this is kind of different from how other people run it, but I'm only running 3 Alvita. Like she's not that great, and most of the time I don't even want to like summon her. And I know most people are just using her for the counter, but with how I have this deck set up, I just don't have the space to run the fourth. I would if I could, but she's just not valuable enough to be able to run the fourth. Then going on to the next card, obviously run for Dofi blocker. He's just the next best searcher as well as he's a blocker, and you just want to see it as well as much as you can. And then going into the next card, got Teach. He's just so clutch. Probably either the best or like the second best reveal to summon off of Doflamingo's effect. So for sure, like he's just way so too clutch, especially because you need them bounces. Unlike Croc, how you can always have the bounce, like this really helps for sure, especially in the grind. And the best 2K, obviously, Mihawk. Just his effect sometimes comes in handy when your hand is like a little rough and you just want to like try to dig for something better. And then the best blocker in the deck, obviously, for Boa Hancock. Don't really need to explain. She's just you draw on block or attacking, and yeah, I mean, she's just way too good. And next for Moria, just gets you back your law, gets you back Perona if you really want to, if you're like really trying to dig. If not, just any other 7 Warlords. So obviously you just want to see him out too. And then my spicy tech is Gecko Moria. He's just way too clutch. It forces a response. If not, your opponent takes double damage, and this deck can really take advantage with the swarming. And it's not a once per turn if you have 2 of them, and you're able to like bounce their single blocker or like one of their blockers from hand, from the field back to the hand. Too clutch. So it forces a response for sure. If not, they're just gonna take double damage, and most of the time you'll be having blockers, so you could probably threaten a second double damage to your opponent. So it definitely warrants people to either use their jet pistols or to rest and try to beat over it. So for sure, uh, for me, the best card that I do want to see, depending on the hand, obviously, just so you can, because you need at least 5 cards in hand to do the double damage, which is trash to be honest, compared to the other ones that do double damage for like green. But yeah, he's just way too good. Then I play 3 Dofi. Some people are running it at 2, some people are running it at 4. I tried it at 2 before. It's not enough, and I'd rather not run multiple of Dracul, even though Dracul is better for sure. But I run a lot of counters, and Dracul only allows me to activate Spada if I use his effect, and to hold Spada until I summon Dracula is not ideal, and I don't want to be just limited to what counters I can use. While Doflamingo, if I'm already at 10 Dawn, allows me to activate all my counters, especially if I don't decide to use Doflamingo's effect. I can activate Spada and or the overheats, which I've seen some people run it at like 4 or don't even run it at all. I think 2 is pretty good. I used to run it at 4, but I found that it just clogs, and I would rather do Love Beam, which is the best 2 counter, just because you can get back your resources that you need into your hand. But yeah, so that's why I run 3 of the Dofi and only 2 of the Mihawk. Like, I would love to run a third. I just don't want a brick, honestly. Like, and it, like, the third is only good in the mirror. In any other scenario, honestly, it just sets you back, and the person, unless you're like way up ahead, you can get overrun by using up all your Dawn. Then your opponent can just come back with whatever else they have on the field if they're set up. So I'd rather not risk it by running the third Dracula. But yeah, besides that, that is my deck profile. I've been doing pretty good with it. Mostly getting, top 3. But as you see, I have won 3 so far. Hopefully I get to win some more. If you like my deck profile, please give me a like. If you feel like you have better suggestions that I can change up the build, let me know in the comment section below. Besides that, have a good one, guys.